Annie, let's be clear. Not every Yashahime episode we're gonna talk about the shitty animation, the nonsensical plot, and the constant buffering.
Okay, no. At one point, that's just a bingo card for every Yashahime episode. I want to talk about, when Japanese mystical creatures, how when they get wrongfully killed, they become a Greek creature, something, a culture not even Japan. I want to talk about that. That would bother me the most. Like, F the animation, you couldn't spend the money on this, but come on, what happened here? Hi, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, Annie.
And I'm gonna keep it from being so negative, Minty.
And this is FunUntitled, where we serve every podcast with an F-U. Alright, so, Yashahime, Season 2, Episode 2.
26 of all.
Basic premise. They have to find the root to make a sword for Tora.
Cue Yokon root.
And the most useless character. Who's the guy who employs Moha?
Jubei.
Jubei is like, maybe. Because he knows. He knows way too much. He's just being coy. He's like, maybe if you go after this, snake woman, you might find something. I don't know.
No name was ever given to this side character.
Because everyone would be weird if they were like, what, her name's Medusa? I don't even know if you can spell it with hiragana.
Gorgon? What's that?
I don't know how they keep doing this, but they all split off and then gather in one place.
When you have one goal, you always come back together.
And they find the snake woman who's like, my tragic backstory. I was nice, then I wasn't so nice. Now I'm mad because my long hair turned into snakes, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, she is a sea snake demon, so it wasn't totally far off.
No. Turning into snakes wasn't far. It's the fact that I will eat my words if someone in the comments put, hey, actually there's a Japanese creature with snake hair that turns people into stone. It's not just exclusive to Greek.
Yeah, Homer isn't the only person that can make up animals.
Yeah, check your privilege.
White privilege.
I know there's I think Bigfoot is one of the creatures, every culture has their own version of Bigfoot because it's just a man with big feet.
Yeah, basically. The Yeti, the Abominable Snowman. Chupacabra's kind of considered Bigfoot, but off Broadway.
So yeah, if you show me the Japanese, And then apparently something that we forgot is that apparently the rainbow pearls are scattered and the three girls doesn't give a shit. Because I thought it was all given back to Zero.
That's what I thought too. And I don't remember Riku betraying Kirinmaru and getting his freedom from Zero. This is why we were supposed to rewatch season 1 dubbed.
No, this is what pisses me off the most. Why was this not in the recap? Episode 1 had a 5-minute recap, and yet I didn't get any of that shit.
You know why? Because Riku is not important to the plot. He never was and never will be.
I pray the Riku Tora ship, if they're gonna push that agenda towards us, they make it better.
It's gonna be like Ranma and Akane all over again.
Even Koga and Kagome had more chemistry than Tora and Riku.
That is true.
And I don't even like Kagome and Koga, and I'll die on that ship first.
Well, die on the Inuyasha and Koga ship first.
Yeah, that's a tasty ship.
That's it. We've got it.
Because Riku comes out of nowhere to freeze the ocean for Tora, and Tora for some reason is like, I know things. I'm a psychic. I know Setsuna's in danger. I know Riku helped me.
It's that sisterly instinct.
It reminds me of that Floyd Kids joke in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Where Taya knew something, and in the Japanese it said, oh, women intuition. Where in America she's like, I don't know, I'm just doing things.
Wow.
So I feel like that's what Tora is. In the Japanese it's like, women intuition. And then when it's dubbed, it's like, I'm just randomly throwing a dart and praying. You
know what I think is somewhat upsetting is that I feel like this had the foundation of a classic Inuyasha episode. Besides the whole group splitting off, that's a whole Yashahime thing. Cause there's that other female demon. She was a good spirit, but then an evil spirit took her place and replaced it. Not exactly the same, but I don't know. I feel like this could have had the makings of a classic Inuyasha episode.
That was a funny episode because Momoku wanted to fuck her when she was super tiny and didn't have her powers.
She's a beautiful lady.
Yeah, that was the one where like the male's son had to pay them to like, save his friend.
Oh, right, because he had like a replacement, right? And they thought, oh, that was a dick move, dude. You let everyone else sacrifice their children, but when it came to your son?
Yeah. Also, I understand here in Japan, we have our own traditions and, standards. If the long-haired women are getting targeted, cut that shit off.
Then they'll never get married.
Okay, if you're married, cut that shit off. Also, the mom wasn't really hiding her hair. Her hair was in a bun.
Hey, Mora had her hair in a high... Actually, I guess so did Setsuna. Look, you just gotta hide it somehow. It's like Superman and the glasses.
We're thinking that joke of poor Moha and her ratchet hair. Okay, wait. What did you think about the penultimate moment of the episode where Setsuna saw the red thread of whatever?
I thought it was weird to preface it with that the Naginata can cut anything, and then it was like, except this, don't do it. I thought it was funny because it kind of felt like Setsuna was holding the statue above the water and being like, oh my god, I love you. Like puppeting him around, and she's like, oh, he loves me. With a woman's voice. Maybe it's just in my head, and that's why I sound so feminine. And then she just sinks back into the ocean. I'm like, wait, you're not gonna take it with you?
Yeah, you think you like maybe hug each other and find one final embrace? No?
You know what they're gonna do? The village is gonna put a statue of him up and just be like, this is the statue that wards off the evil sea snake woman.
Wasn't it a cure in the Greek culture how to get rid of that stone shit?
I think it's Perseus. He uses the shield to make her see herself, and then she turns to stone. Which is, I kind of thought what the mirrored sunglasses was gonna do, but it didn't. And I was like, I'm sorry, do we just need like a plastic barrier between your eyes and my eyes to protect me from Gorgon's sight? Like, what is up? Which I guess makes sense because that's also what Perseus did with the shield.
Man, I don't know about Kohaku bringing fire bombs to a water
ocean?
fight. Yeah.
I mean, if you dry her out.
What, are we gonna eat her?
No, maybe. No, you can't eat demons. Then you become a demon. That's always the thing. You eat a demon, you become a demon.
I don't know. I think that's the only thing in K and Y.
No. This is always a thing. That's why that cat has lived forever. Remember when it's not on that copperfoot?
Oh, God.
Buyo! I think that's his name.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Is a demon cat.
And then we got the preview to the next episode, because unless you have anything you want to talk about on this one.
No, did that give you like Hanako-kun vibe?
What part?
You know, cause Nene like has like the silver scales, and she turns into a fish woman whenever she gets wet. It's a curse.
Something that really kind of fucks me up in the trailer, like, okay, so we know when she gets cursed with a scale, but the beginning of the preview, it was literally like, we gotta find that root. I wonder what happened to Miss Win. And at the end, we gotta save Miss Win.
What if the tree and the root are connected?
Oh.
But then what is this scale about? I don't know if the scale has anything to do with Rin.
This is what I would like for the villains, okay? I just want some damn consistency. Like, tell me, top of your head, what is Zero's powers?
To enslave pseudo people. Or was Riku Kirinmaru's servant first, and then when Kirinmaru cast him aside, Zero took him?
I think that was it.
Right? Okay. To take things that Kirinmaru made.
Okay, so Zero, her powers were sealed away within the 7 pearls, so she had that pimp cane that let her do spider things.
Was it her powers sealed or her emotions sealed?
It was her powers and her emotions.
Because she was sad that she lost her lover?
Yes, her lover that never loved her back.
That must suck if you're like a really powerful demon and then he takes a human and you're like, what?
If anyone's a Zero fan, you are not a feminist. Your feminist card has been revoked.
The MILF Hunter.
MILF Hunter, yes. So anyways, my point is, right, so correct me if I'm wrong, by the time Zero cursed Rin, she wouldn't have her powers.
Right.
By my logic, if I remember things correctly. So, did she just ask some Joe Schmo, give me a curse scale so I can put it on the neck of this woman?
Hey, Kirinmaru had his 4 perils. I'm sure Zero had, like, favors to ask. I'm telling you, I don't know if the scale has anything to do with Rin. Because Yashahime really likes misleading you into thinking the plot is more interesting than it really is.
I thought you were supposed to be the one that kept it not too negative.
I'm not saying it's negative, I'm just saying that's like a side plot, but the real thing is gonna be about this Kyuyoko road and like Rin being stuck in a tree, and I feel like maybe this is the way for them to Okay, so Toa gets a new weapon through the root. Root's connected to the tree. That way they can save Rin without having to rely on Zero.
Here's another thing that pisses me off. So, I wish we had a clear stance on Toa and Setsuna feelings towards their biological parent.
I think it's pretty clear that they're really indifferent.
So, like, are you gonna go topsy-turvy now and be like, okay, we gotta, help our dad save...
Oh, they're trying to save their mom.
Yes.
Oh, I guess I remembered what was the whole thing.
You sounded kind of so offended.
They always say Shishomu's daughters. They never, except like one episode, do they ever say Rin's daughters.
Yeah. So, they're mostly indifferent. You admit that, right?
Absolutely.
So, are they gonna make a firm stance of, hey, we didn't care that you was our mom, but you was like a woman in danger? And we're kind of women empowering.
Yeah, I would say so. I would rather have that than like the obligatory, your family, so I have to love you kind of route.
I kind of just want, who gives a shit? She's a woman we don't know. That's just Shomu's deal. Because in the beginning, I think Trikyo, she said, hey, you have to defeat the four pals and fight Kyo and Maru because of Rin. I could be wrong about that. And they were like, oh, that sounds like Shishomu's deal. We don't want to be involved with that.
That is true, but they also don't like Zero, and saving Rin would really piss off Zero.
That's another thing, dude. Like, Toa's like, my sister, my sister, my sister. And then, like, Toa, you gotta, like, have a little bit more personality. Like, if you hate Zero, I want to see more of that. I want to see some more spite. But all I see you is, like, chasing Setsuna the entire time.
To be fair, though, that is exactly Inuyasha and Ranma. Constantly yelling about someone else.
You're thinking about that Toonami commercial again.
Absolutely. There's also, I think they just wanted to evolve like Disney princesses, where instead of being in love with your significant other, you go in love with your sister.
Does that mean...
No, not like that way,
like
geez.
Frozen?
Like Frozen, exactly like Frozen. Yashahime is the Frozen of Rumiko Takahashi's series.
Moha is Ola.
No, she's Sven.
What's the difference?
I don't know. This analogy gets a little weird because they're all related.
I mean, Olaf is Elsa's son. So Moha can be Olaf, and then the weird raccoon Tanuki thing can be Sven. Then Riku is Hans.
Wait a second. Who's the human man that falls in love with Anna?
Christian?
Kristoff?
Kristoff.
Kristoff. That's what I meant to say. I didn't mean to say the...
To be fair, the reindeer did have his own solo in Frozen 2.
No, deleting that. No. Frozen, way overrated. They had one good song, that was it.
Love is an open door.
Fuck you. Bye.